social event of his life. He really wanted to date. Dates were not generally a problem. Eric was a brain, but an uncommon subcategory. Cool brain. He smoked, he drank, he dated. He got invited to parties. He got high. He worked his look hard. Military chick hair, short and spiked with plenty of product, plus black t-shirts and baggy cargo pants. He blasted hardcore German industrial rock from his Honda. I'm sorry, can we take a pause? He enjoyed firing off bottle rockets and road tripping to Wyoming to replenish the stash. He broke the rules, tagged himself with the nickname Reb, but did his homework and earned himself a slew of A's. He shot cool videos and got them airplane closed-circuited systems in school, and he got chicks. Lots and lots of chicks. On the ultimate high school scorecard, Eric outscored much of the football team. He was a little charmer. He walked right up to hotties at the mall. He won them over with quick wit, dazzling dimples, and a disarming smile. His blackjack pizza job offered a nice angle. Stopping later and he would slip them a free slice. Often they did. Blackjack was a crummy econo chain, one step down from Domino's. It got a tiny storefront in a strip mall just down the road from Eric's house. It was mostly a takeout and delivery business, but there were a handful of carburet tables and a row of stools lined up along the counter for the sad cases with nowhere better to go. Eric and Dylan were called insiders, meaning anything but delivery, mostly making the pizzas, working the counter, cleaning up the mess. It was hard, sweaty work in the hot kitchen, and boring as hell. Eric looked striking head-on, prominent cheekbones, hollowed out underneath, all his features performing a clean cut and all-American. The profile presented a bit of a problem, however. This long point nose exaggerated a slopping forehead and weak chin. The spiky hair works against him, aesthetically elongating his angular profile, but it was edgy and it played well with his swagger. The smile was his trump card, and he knew exactly how to play it. Bashful and earnest, yet flirtatious. The chicks ate it up. He had made it to homecoming dances as a freshman and scored with a 23-year-old at 17. He was damn proud of that one. The prom had become a problem. For some reason, bad luck or bad timing, he couldn't make it happen. He'd gone nuts scrounging for a date. He asked one girl, but she already had a boyfriend. That was embarrassing. He tried another, but shot down again. He wasn't ashamed to call his friends in. His buddies asked. The girls he hung with asked. He asked. Nothing. His best friend, Dylan, had a date. How crazy was that? Dylan Klebold was a meek, self-conscious, and authentically shy. He could barely speak in front of a stranger, especially a girl. He'd follow quietly after Eric on the mall, conquests attempting to appear invisible. Eric slathered chicks with compliments. Dylan passed them chips Hawaii cookies in class to let them know. Dylan's friends said he had never been on a date. He may have never asked a girl out, including the one he was taking to prom. Dylan Klebold was a brain too, but not quite so cool. Certainly not in his own estimation. He tried hard to emulate Eric. On some of their videos, he puffed up and acted like a tough guy, then glanced over at Eric for approval. Eric was taller and even smarter than Eric, but considerably less handsome. He hated the oversized features on his slightly lopsided face. His nose especially. He saw it as a giant blob. Dylan saw the worst version of himself. A shave would have helped. His beard was beginning to come in, but sporadically in fuzzy little splotches along his chin. He seemed to take pride in his starter patches, oblivious to the actual effect. Dylan got a more convincing figure as a rebel, though. Long, ratty curls dangled towards his shoulders. He towered over his peers. With a ways to go in puberty, he was up to 6'3" already, 143 stretch pounds. He could afford his stature proudly, casting aspirations down his office areas, but it scared the crap out of him, all exposed up there. So he slouched off an inch or two. Most of his friends were over 6 foot. Eric was the exception at 5'9", his eyes lined up with Dylan's Adam apple. Next, Pete. Eric wasn't thrilled with his looks either, but he rarely let it He was going with a brainy Christian girl who had helped him acquire 3 of the 4 guns. She adored Dylan enough to believe Eric's story about using them to hunt. Robert Anderson was a pretty diminutive blonde who had hid behind her long straight hair, which often covered a good portion of her face. She was active in her church's youth group. Right now, she was in D.C. for a week-long trip with them, but due back barely in time for the prom. Robin had gotten straight A's at Columbine, was a month away from graduating as a valedictorian. She saw Dylan every day in calculus and strolled through the hallways and hung out with him anytime she could. Dylan liked her and loved the adulation, but wasn't really into her as a girlfriend. Dylan was heavy into school stuff. Eric, too. They attended the football games, dances, and variety shows, and worked together on the video production for Rebel News Network. School plays were big for Dylan. He would never want to face an audience, but backstage at the soundboard, that was great. Early in the year, he rescued Rachel Scott, a junior class sleepwalker, when her tape jammed during the talent show. In a few days, Eric would kill her. Eric and Dylan were short on athletic ability, but were big-time fans. They had both been little leaguers and soccer kids. Eric still played soccer, but for Dylan it was mostly spectator stuff now. Eric was a Rockies fan and found spring training exciting. Dylan rooted for the Boston Red Sox and wore their ball cap everywhere. He watched a whole lot of baseball, studied the box scores, and compiled his own stats. He was in first place in the fantasy league, organized by a friend of his. No one could out-analyze Dylan Klebold as he prepped for the March draft weeks in advance. His friends grew bored after the first major rounds, but Dylan was intent on securing a strong bench. In the final week, he notified the league commissioner that he was adding a rookie pitcher to his roster, and he would continue working a trade through the weekend, right up to Monday, his last night. His life was baseball, one of his friends said. Eric fancied himself as a nonconformist, but he craved approval and fumed over the slightest disrespect. His hand was always shooting up in class, and he always had the right answer. Eric wrote a poem introduce any new technology, and they were mesmerized. They created websites, adapted games with their own characters and adventure, and shot loads of videos. Brief little short subjects they wrote, directed, and starred in. Surprisingly, gangly shy boy Dylan made for the more engaging actor. Eric was so calm and even-tempered, he couldn't even fake intensity. In person, he came off charming, confident, and engaging, impersonating an emotional young man. He was dull and unconvincing, incapable of emoting. Dylan was a live wire. In life, he was timid and shy, but not always quiet. Trip his anger, and he erupted. On film, he unleashed anger, and he was that crazy man, disintegrating in front of a camera. His eyes bugged out and cheeks pulled away from them, all the flesh bunched up at the extremities, deep crevices around the looming nose. Outwardly, Eric and Dylan looked like normal young boys about to graduate. They were testing authority, testing their sexual prowess. A little frustrated with the dumbasses they had to deal with. A little full of themselves. Nothing unusual for high school. Rebel Hill slopes gradually, rising just 40 feet above Columbine, which sits at its base. That's enough to dominate the immediate surroundings. But halfway up the hillside, the Rockies are suddenly spectacular. Each step forward lowers the mesa toward eye level, and the mountains leap up behind, 3,000 feet above it. Endless and apparently impenetrable, fading all the way over the northern horizon just as far to the south. Locals called them the foothills. This front range towering over Columbine is taller than the highest peaks in all of Appalachia. Roads and regular habitation stopped suddenly at the base of the foothills. Even vegetation struggled to survive. Just 3 miles away, and it feels like the end of the world. Nothing much grows on Rebel Hills Mesa. It's covered in cracked reddish clay, broken up by the occasional scraggly weed failing to make much of a foothold. Up ahead, in the middle distance, humanity finally returns in the form of subdivisions. Fat winding lanes and cul-de-sacs, comfortably spaced two-story houses pop up and among the pines. Strip malls, soccer fields, and churches. Columbine High School sits softly in a rolling meadow at the edge of a sprawling park in the shadow of the Rocky Mountains. It's a large, modern facility, 250,000 square feet of solid, no-frills construction. With a beige concrete exterior and few windows, the school looks like just a factory from most angles. It's practical, like the people of South Jefferson County, Jeffco, as it's known locally, scrimped on architectural affectations, but invested generously in its chem lab, computers, video production facilities, and first-rate teaching force. Friday morning, after the assembly, the corridors bustled with giddy teenage exuberance. Students poured out of the gym, giggling, flirting, chasing, and jostling. Yet just outside the north entrance, where the tips of the Rockies peaked around the edges of River Hill, the clamor of 2,000 boisterous teenagers faded to nothing. The two-story structures in the sports complex wrapped around on the two sides with the only indication of America's 20th largest metropolis. Downtown Denver lay caution of America's 20th largest and led just 10 miles to the east. But a dense thicket of trees obscured the skyline. On warmer days, the sliding doors of the wood shop would gape open. Boys set their cutting tools into the spinning blocks of wood, and the sudden buzz of alive machines competed with the exhaust system. But a cold front had swept into the high plains. Wednesday, and the air was hovering over, freezing as Mr. D told the students that he loved them. Cold didn't deter the smokers. Any day of the year you could find them wandering near, but rarely in, the official smoking pit, a 10-by-8 grass rectangle cordoned off by telephone pole logs, just past the parking lot, just beyond school grounds. It was peaceful there. No teachers, no rules, no commotion, no stress. Eric and Dylan were fixtures in the smoker's gully. They both smoked the same brand, Camel filtered. Eric picked it. in circles. He didn't seem to be listening, but he was taking it all in. A guy walked into the crowded cafeteria. "Fuck you," one of Eric's buddies spat, well out of hearing range. "I hate that putrid cock," another friend agreed. Eric turned slowly over his shoulder with his trademark detachment. He stared at the guy and turned back with less interest than he had shown toward the phone. "I hate almost everyone," he replied blankly. "Ah, yes. I want to rip his head off and eat it." Eric's voice was flat. No malice, no anger, barely interested. His eyebrows rose at the "ah, yes," a mild congratulation for the clever line about to come. He was vacant again, delivering it. No one found that reaction unusual. They were used to Eric. They moved on, reminiscing about a freshman they picked on. Eric impersonated a special ed kid struggling to talk. A busty girl walked by. Eric waved over her, and they hit on her.